Hi, I'm Claire, and it has been a fair while. I've got so much to update you on. Today we're going to talk about the Hugos, conventions, some life updates, and my upcoming channel relaunch slash hopefully triumphant return to the world of BookTube. Now, as you know, I haven't been around on here for a few months, as with many other people. The combination of a fair amount of burnout and the year 2020 really kicked my ass, and I needed to take some time out to rest and recuperate and take care of my mental health. Thankfully, I'm feeling a lot better now, and I'm really excited to come back and film some videos, just really eager to relaunch the channel, but my partner and I are moving at the moment. That is why my background today is like weird and empty, and there's like stuff to hide the piles of things, and all the books are already in boxes so they're not on the shelves, so it's a bit of a mess. But we are moving potentially on Friday, which is in 3 days time, and I say potentially because there's a bit of uncertainty around the move. It might happen, it might not, it might completely fall apart. We're fine if it does because we can stay here, so that's not like the biggest catastrophe, but it is a little bit of a stressful, frantic time, and obviously we are having to pack as if we are for sure moving on Friday, because, you know, you don't want to find yourself needing to pack in one day. Certainly do not want that, because I have too many books for that. So the plan is to do the full proper channel relaunch once I have moved, once we're in our new space and I can arrange it really nicely and, you know, not everything is in boxes. Then I'm really excited to start making videos again. I've got loads of plans, loads of ideas. I'm going to talk about those a little bit more later on in the video, so do stick around for that. But in the meantime, I have some really exciting news for things that are happening right now / upcoming really soon. The first thing is, if you follow the Hugo Awards at all, if you're a massive Hugo Award nerd like I am, you might have seen that the nominations for this year just came out. I'm recording this on the day that the nominations come out, so that I can put it out right after the nominations have come out, once you've all already seen that I was nominated for a couple of things. So this is just really exciting, and to be fair, quite unexpected. This channel has been nominated for a Hugo for Best Fancast again this year, and honestly, just because I haven't been around on BookTube for a little while, I totally was not expecting it. And I mean, I know it was kind of imposter syndrome, because I know that the channel was eligible and I did do a lot of work in 2020, but I just didn't see how it would happen. I was not expecting it to happen, and it was just fantastic and so validating for it to have happened anyway. And in any case, much like last year, I'm so incredibly honored to be a booktuber shortlisted for Fancast, like to bring BookTube to the attention of the Worldcon going public a little bit more, and to represent this fantastic community, and also just to be able to expand the breadth of what a Fancast is. So that in itself is just absolutely fantastic. And on top of everything else, Con Zealand Fringe was nominated in the Best Related Work category. Con Zealand Fringe, for those of you who don't know, is a series of panels that myself and some friends put together around August of 2020 to complement the Worldcon programming, because the Worldcon programming was happening in New Zealand time, and myself and a few friends being in the UK, we couldn't see a lot of it happening live, so we just put together a few live streamed panels. It was one of those things where I had an idea that should not have worked and was too big to have worked if I had done it myself, but because the fantastic people who like joined along with me to work on this idea because they thought it was a good idea, because of them, because of Adri and Alistair and Marguerite and C and Cheryl and Cassie, we were able to make this thing happen. And it's wild to me that A, we actually pulled off something that we were incredibly proud of, that was really, really cool, and B, that like these amazing people decided to work with me on it. Like for me, the fact that these folks wanted to work with me tells me that I've been doing something right. So I'm just over the moon to not only be a finalist for Fancast, but also like be a finalist for Best Related Work alongside people like these guys. That to me is extremely special. And of course, you know, we're still in a pandemic. We don't really know what any of us are gonna do for Worldcon this year. The convention has just announced that Worldcon this year will not take place in August as originally planned. It will take place in December. I really have no idea whether I will be going to the convention in person in DC, because December, that's a time where people might want to travel home to see their families that they didn't get to see last holiday season. But whatever happens, I mean, there's going to be a big online component to this convention, hopefully, and that should be really, really enjoyable. Like, I'm a person who's really, really excited about online conventions and about kind of taking this experience that I love of going to cons and putting it on the internet, which brings me to my next point, which is Flights of Foundry. This is an online convention organized by the Dream Foundry. They started it last year, and I missed out on last year's Flights of Foundry, but a lot of my friends went and really, really enjoyed it. So I was definitely eager to check out this year, even before they reached out to me and asked me to be a guest of honor for Flights of Foundry 2021. And I mean, obviously, I said yes, because I talked to them and it seemed like they wanted to put on the type of con that I want to support. And because, you know, it's really a gigantic honor to be asked to be a guest of honor. That's kind of in the name. So I'm the guest of honor for the nonfiction podcasting and YouTube track, which, like, it's so exciting for me that not only they have a podcasting and booktube track, but they have like a fiction track for that stuff and then a nonfiction track separate. So that's really, really exciting. I am going to be doing a whole bunch of panels. I do not have a list right now because moving is going to be my excuse for that, but I'll have a full list of all the panels and everything that I'm doing in the description box below. I am also doing a craft demonstration where I'm going to edit a bit of a video and edit a thumbnail as well, make a thumbnail, and like talk to people about how I do that. So I have no idea how that will really go, but hopefully people enjoy it. I'm also hosting a booktube meetup, which is really, really cool. Loads of things happening. And that, by the way, is this weekend, Saturday 17th and Sunday 18th, which, yes, is the 2 days after I'm supposed to move house, if moving house happens. So that's going to be really, really hectic, but I am really looking forward to it. Yeah, I mean, I'm so excited for Flights of Foundry. It is a free online convention. You do need to register, but it is free, so I'll have a link for registration down below as well. But yeah, I'm just so excited to kind of be back to talking about books and, recording videos. This has not been as hard as I was afraid it would be. Like, coming back to talking to a camera again, I feel like I'm doing okay. I might not say that when I'm editing, but for now, I will give myself those props. And like, I'm just so excited for all the ideas I have for making videos. Of course, there are going to be like the regular type of booktube videos that you've definitely seen from me before. You know, I'm going to continue doing a lot of book hauls. In fact, I have a book haul of all New Zealand books, like books written by Kiwi authors. And I'm so excited for that because they are all books that I ordered during Con Zealand last year. I meant to do a book haul like right after Con Zealand to talk about like my Worldcon book haul, but then some of those books had to come from New Zealand, so that took a while because, you know, the UK, New Zealand, COVID, shipping, all of that. So I have all of that now, and I'm going to be able to share some awesome sounding books with everybody. I also want to tell you all about like stuff that I've enjoyed in my hiatus period, podcasts and books and games and TV and all of that. So I think I'll do a little mini series of favorites videos that each focus on a different medium. For that, I think that will be a lot of fun. I love recommending things to people. That is one of my favorite things to do, and it's one of my favorite things to hear back from people that like I recommended a book and they read it and they loved it. Like that always makes my day. So if that's the case for you, do let me know in the comments, because, you know, I haven't made videos in a while and the algorithm hates that. So if you want to, you know, support my great return to YouTube, then leave a comment, even if it's just like an emoji. That would be super helpful. I'm also really excited to bring back Read for Initiative, which is my D&D based book picking game where I roll some dice to tell me what I should read. I might tweak the rules a little bit for, you know, the first few months back to not be overwhelmed, because it'll be kind of like get myself out of a reading slump challenge. But I am also really excited to make a video for everyone of the actual rules of the game. I worked on a new set of rules and bonuses and like specific rule for different races and classes in D&D. I worked on that last year with Ilana, and their help was just fantastic, and like I could not have done it without them, because they really just pushed me to do more of it. So that was super exciting. I'll be sharing that at some point. It's one that might take me a while to record, so bear with me, but it is coming. The rules actually have been written up so that they can be shared. I'm also bringing back Genre-Wise, which is my SFF news show. I know a lot of people really enjoy Genre-Wise, and I love making the show, but it is so much work. So I did a thing that my therapist was really happy that I did, which is that I asked my friends for help, and I said, hey, does anybody want to collaborate with me on Genre-Wise on a kind of a longer term basis? And KJ from Lady Business said that she would like to, and so now we're collaborating, which is fantastic because KJ is a dear friend of mine and she is fantastic. And again, it's one of those things where I feel like if KJ likes Genre-Wise enough to want to partner with me on it, then like, yeah, I'm doing a good job with it. You know what I mean? Well, I was doing a good job with it before, but anyway, it's coming back. I'm so excited to bring it back and just to, again, be making videos regularly. It's almost a little bit sad, but like I'm so excited just at the idea that I'll be making like some creative content on this channel again. I'm also really excited because I want to try some new things that I have not done before, especially if we are able to move on Friday and get into the new house where we have a little bit of outside garden space that's just ours, and we are going to each have our own office because John and I have both been working from home for several years, way before the pandemic, and our current place is just not big enough for two people to live in and work from. Like, we can do it, but it's not the best. Like, he works in the bedroom and I work in the living room, and so we're always kind of in each other's hair, and it's just, it'll be so nice to have separate spaces that can be workspaces where we can shut the door on those spaces at the end of the day and not be in them all the time. So that is something that I'm really looking forward to. I think it'll be really good for our mental health to have that. But I'm also looking forward to doing a bunch of DIY and home improvement and crafts and things. I'm gonna have an office and I can decorate it, and I want to make a fake built-in bookshelf with some IKEA shelves that we already have and like some cabinets and stuff. I kind of want to like paint some walls and do some accent things, and I've been watching a lot of like woodworking DIY decorating YouTube as a comfort watch over the past few months, and I just want to do cool things to my new office. And also, of course, arrange my books and decorate my bookshelves. All of these projects and stuff will always have a bit of a bookish, nerdy vibe to them. So it's not going to be like super different. It's not going to 100% change into a DIY channel, but I am hoping to bring a few things like that in. I think that'd be super, super exciting. Also, we're going to have a garden. And I've not had a garden for a super long time, and I'm hoping to actually do some gardening, live my best hobbit life and plant some potatoes. So I'm gonna be DMing Rachel from Culinati, like, what do I do? Plants! Basically, I'm really excited. I hope that we can move. I'm a double Hugo nominee. Like, how do you even, is that the right terminology for when you're nominated for 2 things in a year? But then also 2 years in a row? Like, what a great problem and question to have. I am over the moon, and I'm just really excited to be talking to a camera again, as you can see. I hope this wasn't too incredibly rambly. I hope to see many of you at Flights of Foundry this weekend, and in the comments I will be updating you on the moving situation on Twitter and in the comments below. So yeah, I'm gonna go edit this video now and hopefully put it up right after the Hugo announcements. And yeah, I'm back kind of soon, maybe, and I hope that you are as excited about it as I am. Bye. I have an outro. I don't remember what the outro is. If you'd like to see more from me, you can check out a previous video on screen right now. And if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button that's on my face for a new video from me every week. I've been Claire, thanks so much for watching, and see you soon.